I'm going to tell you the story that my parents told me a long time ago about the little girl and the snake. So the little girl had everything in the world going for her, and she was super ambitious, and she picked out a big tall hill, and she said, I'm going to climb that hill all by myself. And on her way up to the top of the hill, she saw a snake that was injured on the side of the road, and she was like, oh my gosh, I can't just leave the snake here. Oh my gosh, are you okay? And the snake looked up at her and said, hey, my tail is broken. Is there any way that I can get to the top of the hill with you? And she was like, oh, I'm scared of snakes, and you bite and you're dangerous. I'm just not gonna, I'm sorry. I want to help you, but I just can't. And the snake said, listen, I'm not like other snakes. I am, a different kind of snake. I'm an amazing snake, and I promise not to bite you. And she said, okay, well, if you promise, I'll put you in my pocket, and then when I get to the top of the hill, I'll let you out, and hopefully we can do this together, and you can keep me company while I go up to the top of the hill. The snake said, oh yeah, absolutely. So they shared amazing conversation, and they got all the way up to the top of the hill. And the snake said, okay, I'm ready to get out. Thanks so much for the ride. And she said, you're welcome. And she reached in her pocket to get the snake out, and the snake bites down. And the little girl looks down at her hand, and she's just absolutely devastated, and she's heartbroken, and she feels misled. And she says, snake, you promised me. You promised me you weren't going to bite me. And the snake looked at her and said, you knew I was a snake when you picked me up. And I heard that story a long time ago, and now, as I've experienced so much life, it's scary how true that story is for so many of us.